Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show, we're doing a review for Canada's Wonderland, which has been described as the hidden gem of the theme park industry. Now, this statement is very much true for Leviathan and Behemoth, both of which are absolutely world-class attractions. The two B&M coasters at this park are stunningly good, filled with airtime, really good drops, short queues when I was there. That's a win in there if there ever was one, and a really kind of good layout, very simple out and back, but it works really well with the rides. They're both in really cool locations, and they both look really amazing. And they have good trains, comfortable seats. They are cut above the rest of the rides at the park by a mile. The wooden roller coasters, unfortunately, pretty poor. The Coaster Coaster, which is for kids, is by far and away the best one. The other two are very much spine-breaking, rough, uncomfortable, shaky, not very good. Very much I would avoid most of the wooden roller coasters. There's quite a few of mediocre rides at the park as well. For example, the Fly, which is a mild mouse coaster, is pretty mediocre. And that's also joined with the Backlot Stunt Coaster. That thing's fairly meh, doesn't really do much. Kind of honourable mentions of good rides go to Fire Dragon and Vortex, both of which are actually really quite good fun. Wasn't expecting it. I mean, Fire Dragon is very much like Limit at Heidi Park, and I was expecting it to be kind of fairly poor like that ride, and actually no, really enjoyable, really kind of good. It even broke down on us, and there was great professionalism from the staff. Very good communication, very quick and efficient, and they got it up and running really quickly. No real qualms about that, even if it broke down. With Vortex, it's a really kind of fun and energetic suspended roller coaster. Yeah, well worth going on. Kind of really enjoyable. I wasn't quite expecting it to be as good as it was. They do have a mine train which is built into the side of the mountain centre of the park. That's really good fun. I mean, it's nothing too special, but it's just good fun. They also have Wonders Mountains Guardians, which is also built into the mountain itself, and that's actually more of a shooter than a roller coaster, but it's still a good attraction, good fun as well to be had on that. They do have a couple of other roller coasters. They have Vekoma SLC, which I personally don't have too much of a problem with. I know it's not a particularly popular ride in a lot of people's books, but yeah, it's alright. I might just happen to be the perfect shape and size to be able to ride it without experience agonising head banging or anything like that. And they also have Time Warp, which is actually a surprisingly good ride. I thought I'd personally hate it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised how good it was, with the exception of one turn, which is incredibly painful and unsafe feeling. But that's actually the only downside to it. So yeah, they have two stunning roller coasters, and then a really kind of mediocre lineup, but you can still find stuff to do. Oh, in terms of really terrible rides, that was the single worst ride I went on the trip. It was so painful, so uncomfortable, so bland, boring, dull. It was quite cool to look at. It's quite photogenic, but other than that, it's an awful roller coaster. Do avoid it. I'd highly recommend avoiding it. To kind of make up for the slightly poor roller coaster lineup, they have a really good thrill ride section. The Drop Tower is amazing. The Windseeker is really good. Shockwave is really good as well. That's a top spin. They also have a really kind of cool go-kart track as well. I'd put that on in the thrill ride section for you. That's really good fun. It did cost about 10 Canadian dollars to go on, but yeah, really enjoyable. Unfortunately, they have a couple of absolutely terrible attractions in terms of thrill rides. The pirate ship, rubbish. So boring. They do have a top scan, and that's also incredibly boring. Oh my dear God, I was so bored on that. They have a couple of really cool water rides. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go on both of them. Unfortunately, we only got to go on the rapids, which were really good fun. They're a bit out of the way, bit of a long walk, but yeah, they're quite enjoyable. Unfortunately, the kind of the other water ride, which is a bit of a soaker, we didn't get to go on, I'm afraid. A bit of a shade there, but oh well. Overall, the park looked really clean, tidy, really professionally run. It looked really well organised and thought out. The staff were actually really friendly, really good. They handled the situation of the ride breaking down really well, really professionally. We were well informed. Overall, really positive Canada's Wonderland. I mean, it would be nice if they had a couple of better additions to their park than what they have. Hopefully in the future, obviously, we'll see them add new roller coasters. and I think it will close the gap on some of the other parks in and around that area. But I mean, it has to be said, the Leviathan. It's actually my favourite roller coaster at the minute. It is absolutely stunningly good. There's just the height, the airtime, the smoothness, the speed, just has everything. Really, really, really good attraction. Yeah, and a really, really good theme park. I'd highly recommend going to Canada's Wonderland if you happen to be in Toronto or nearby. It's a really, really good step up. It was a really good starting point for our trip, and I really enjoyed it. And hopefully you guys will as well. Thank you for watching Theme Park Information. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.